Again, some more performance art. Okay, now we're at Thursday. Are we not? Yeah. So I knew that was going to be a short segment. I should just come over here. That noise. That's the thing. And normally in post-production, you just edit out the tangents and the nonsense, or the sounds. Like guy on the other side of the set made a sound or whatever. It's like, cut that, and then here's the good audio. Here's the best audio and the best take. Here's the best take of what he did there. Select from several choices, and then how long do we stretch it out? How long do we make the beats? We hang on certain words this is how you tell stories. You just hang on certain words and certain visuals. Let it breathe, put some music and some atmosphere, and just make that, that thought sink in. Yeah. All right. I don't think I said it yesterday, but today, talesofTruth.com is the website. Well, right now it's just a page, but I'll put maybe downloadable files. I don't know if I should ever have downloadable. I guess anybody can download anything these days, so it doesn't matter. But I'll stick them on a server rather than just YouTube, so that they're always there, or at least there's another place to get to them, something. But Thursday, I'm realizing HereGoesNothing at talesofTruth.com is a show, and I don't want to put a regular thing at the beginning, a regular intro at the beginning of every show. I'm bobbing and weaving all the time. It's like, get out of my. I gotta hide behind anything. I can hide behind anything. Yeah, so playing with the stage, the setup. There's a curtain over here now. All right. 2 years ago. Now here's where I don't remember what I said last Thursday. If you're a Thursday follower, if you followed the storyline, I mean, I imagine if anybody's going to watch it, they're going to watch all of them. But maybe some will be more interesting than others to pass on. Maybe if anybody's in, yeah, whatever. Who cares? It's not about that. 2 years ago, this month, memory. 2 years ago this month, I was working on a game show. For a couple months, I was just finishing up. Whoa, that's right. And they were wanting me back. They wanted me back. That's right. Okay. I'm just remembering that right now. I mean, I enjoyed that job in that spot. I mean, there's a story. Okay, here's a story I'm going to tell. Oh, jeez. Nah. There's a short one. I once worked above the Walk of Fame. I'd get lunch right by where all those award shows happen. which is it's just that walk of fame and the handprints in front of the theater, all that. I worked there, and right below my building was William H. Macy. Yeah, it was William H. Macy. I always liked that guy. I mean, Fargo, right? And every other time I saw him, just like very sincere actor. That's the thing. It's like you just know that guy is. I didn't watch a lot of the other stuff, but I mean, I always liked him a lot. There's only so much content you can consume. There's only so much content. So 2 years ago, that's the building I worked in, right above. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm not going to say any more about. I just don't want to. It was a very short stay there, very short, and there's all these people in and out. And sometimes you were a part of an official production, and sometimes you were just using that. Somebody was letting you borrow their office space or something. You know, there's always stuff going on in that town. People making stuff. So I was working there. And then the end of this month, at the end of the month I'm in right now, 2 years ago, what happened? I was looking for a story, or what was I doing? I mean, I was like, okay. I had written a pilot, TV pilot, and just on spec. I'm like, I was teaching myself how to write. I was working as, I had a different job in the industry, and I was, so the self-editing part is what you're seeing right now, me stopping and just being silent, trying to figure out what I'm going to say. Hopefully that will not be too boring to most of you, but I was teaching myself. I don't know. I just had this story in my head that I was like, that is funny. It's like, I've never written comedy. And I don't know that it's not slapstick comedy. It's like, it's funny stuff happening and your reaction to it's funny, but the stuff that's happening is serious. It's like, oh, did that really happen? And you can tweak the funny part. Like, you can find those funny moments. And I'm like, can I do that as a writer? I've written 3 other things that were just ideas in my head and helping me to learn the structure of properly writing. I mean, it was just self-teaching, reading books, and then I wrote a sitcom. I thought it was a sitcom, and then I showed it to somebody. It just turned out that I had a friend of a friend. When you work in a place, any place, you meet people and they know other people, and so that's what happened. A friend of a friend, I guess, said, you should give it to my friend. And I'm like, yeah, that friend of yours is actually the perfect guy. He's been a successful comedy writer his whole life. I'm like, whoa. Anyway, so that guy read it. I was so nervous the first time I was going to sit with him and talk about what he had read. Or I actually didn't know if he had read it or not the first time. Oh, this is a good story. See how much of it I can remember and squeeze into this episode. I knew I'd find a story that's interesting. Maybe it's all interesting. this guy who I had to have incredible respect for, like just his body of work, the thing that he made was like, it's not objectionable. It's just, really, really good quality entertainment. And so his opinion mattered a lot to me. His opinion was the whole reason I had been writing. He read something else of mine previously, and this was right up his, kind of in his ballpark, the second thing that he read. And yeah, the story is just, I don't know if that got more interesting or less interesting right there, but I didn't know if he had read it or not. We sat down to coffee, and I didn't say a thing for the first half an hour. He's such an interesting guy. I let him talk, and I don't know if I even asked questions. I may have asked him one or two questions, and he's just an amazing guy. He just is, I don't know. He's good. He's a good person. And then about a half hour in, I know I wrote down in my journal exactly what he said. I mean, but it was, he really liked it. He really liked it. He said, "Oh, you definitely should keep that character." And he said, "You add a scene like this and add a scene like that." That's all he said. It's just like, and no changes. It's like if you add those kinds of scenes there and there, it fleshes out those character, those side stories. Right? There's side stories. You've got the main story. I mean, he was helping with the side stories. He didn't have any notes on the main story. So that was this month. Or was it? Yeah, it was late August or September. I think it was September. Or maybe it was late August. Yeah, that was late August. Yeah. A bunch of things happened in late August. Okay. I just go back in my journal and reference it. I'll look. How many of you would sit there and watch a person think? If you're watching this right now, you're one of them. I just sit here being quiet and let the clock tick. It's like, just watch my mind work. Some of you get it. Some of you won't. I mean, my mom, I don't know if she worries about me. Mom, do you worry about me? Yes, it's performance art. I've got an hour a week where I come in here and I just hang out with my mom. Yeah, let's just sit in silence. I'm going to end that story. And that's now Thursday. Was it Thursday? Thursday's episode is short, so it'll be under an hour, maybe, in this whole thing. We'll see. Ending day 4 of week 3.